That it?
Yes.
Okay. It was because everyone else was also doing things. I was like,
Is that it?
also because I was looking at something else. I wasn't back on Tiny Chat.
Are we on the internet? Yes.
I would guess.
We're always on the internet.
We're always on the internet, but now we're being public to the internet. Now they can judge us.
Yay.
They're in for a disappointing show.
Of course they are. I'm here. So, where our party last left off, their mischievous adventurers managed to secure them the Silver Dragon Bratok, which people believe to be in some form or another corrupted. They brought this dragon, they had subdued this dragon, and were preparing to escort them when they believed something terrible was afoot and pursuing after them. Many an event was used to try and motivate themselves forward until Merok was summoned to literally get everyone out. At which point, everyone was teleported out and landed back close to the Dead Mountain, which was a previous dwarven settlement that had been ruined. The party, in their very, very early days, had managed to secure an object for the, at the time, Creodov, now Galgarond, in that area. From there, the party, with the aid of the people, managed to set up a means of maintaining trees so that people could teleport to and from them, ensure that we had a proper connections for sending messages in regards to distress or things going down, trapped the dragon. Dragon may have had to have been stabbed. Dragon Sling Longsword was given back to Alistair Dartwood, Bastard Extraordinaire. And after the dragon was subdued, you went back to Duskhaven, at which point Alistair decided to try and read up on a lot of details, and as he did, he fell asleep in his books. I mean, own it, wear it. It happened.
Everyone saw it.
Rolling my RL dice. Or we quickly move on to the next candidate.
The old ball and chain, Shimmer, and Grunt decided to do a bit of a walk around. Supplies and other such suching. Buckley decided to work with Merok in regards to, so yeah, we're going here, what's our advice, what's our strategies? And as he did, he learned to deposit gold after leaving the bay, and when they next go out into the open sea after that, and that there were multitudes of families inside in Rodhaven that had faculties over particular events. A direct attack might be reckless, and that perhaps eliminating the heads would be the best bet. And also, Delmara went to the home of Pitwiz, and was quite curious if she could find anything about it. Discovered that there had been some form of ruckus there, and proceeded to, as it is a more simple building, it doesn't actually have stairs, it only has a ladder to the next floor up. And Delmara was in the process of going up there to a darkened room above her.
I don't regret my life decisions.
And for some reason, she believes Crumblebottom, who's easily 50 to 60 miles away, is going to be up there waiting to pull her up and, go, hello, madame.
It's not out of the realms of possibility.
Make a dex check as Crumblebottom tries to grab you and pull you up.
Shit.
I'm joking.
I'm a +8!
Disengage.
You got a plus 12. Sentinel feet.
Damn it, I wish I had mobile.
That would mean you have to try and stab him.
I don't have to succeed, you only have to try.
Yeah, you can certainly try, my dear. Anyway.
Trying my patience.
Fall back to Delmara. You are currently in the wrecked abode of one Pitwiz. You're moving yourself up the ladders. You go up, and you peer your head into the actual second story, which seems to have a small bed, a writing desk, and one large triangular window. You've probably seen it before in building designs where what would be the attic has a triangular window, and that's pretty much a very large window and open. It takes up most of the space. It is a one panel to the top and two panels of glass to the bottom of it style in this very rounded tips look. Make a perception check as you're up.
Okay.
First roll of the night.
As a national
It's not
city!
shy.
There are no other numbers.
Not for paranoid Del. So, Delmara. Let's see, that says. I'm joking, we're not doing that.
You see the future.
You see the knife that's about to go into your bag. No. So, you look around and you can see this was probably where the actual scuffle began. The bed is pretty much tossed. Blanket, mattress, pillows are gone everywhere. The writing desk, thankfully the candles seem to have been unlit at the time and there was no fire. But one thing you do know is there is a large sum of papers on the ground that have had ink vials poured over them. There's like broken ink vials around them. Besides that, you can very clearly see, now you can see as you're focused on it, in the darkness, even with your vision, it was hard to discern it. But you can see the outprint of larger than average footprints going in the ink, like after stepping into it, as if one boot had. You can follow that along. It does go downstairs.
Okay.
And in the windowsill, you notice that one of the it seems like the actual panels of glass can be opened individually, and one of them, you notice that there's just this little, like some sort of little piece of movement, difficult to discern just because it's like the wind is more picking it up and moving it, but something is stuck in the windowsill, in the actual window frame, excuse me.
Okay. Well, I'll go over and examine it.
It is a larger than average black feather.
Well, I'll keep that. Can I see anything out of the window?
With that check, I'm just going to say you still have it. Looking out and around, you look and bear in mind this is in the lowly section of Duskhaven, so the actual quality of buildings is very much so poor. Streets are far more ramshackled and cobbled. Streets are smaller, so buildings are a lot closer. It's a lot more tight and claustrophobic kind of setting.
Yeah.
Looking out and around, you can look, and you do hear, ah, 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 and you do see a very large raven up, maybe perched 3 buildings down. If you were to the right side of the road, it's on the left side up, and it just looks down to you, and you can just see a third eye opens above it.
I mean, how is the window? So is the window open?
The window was. It's the idea of like a window slightly open, only slightly, but like say you able to push it open. You can. That's how you got the feather, because the feather was on the outside.
Oh, okay. So can I like open it wide?
Yes, very easily.
Okay. I'll do so and just sort of. I guess I'll gesture to see if the bird wants to come in.
As you open and you gesture to allow it in, it just takes off, wings wide, in and shoots straight in and goes into the shadows of the room. And out from the shadow walks a very familiar figure, the Raven, as he's referred to himself as. Only difference is the entire side, lower side of his face, from like say cheekbone, like the produced cheekbone down, is all heavily bruised on the right side.
Well,
It's been a while, Delmar. Well, it feels like a while. How has your ventures been?
not great. What about you?
Diplomatic disputes. Don't worry about that. Diplomatic disputes between me and other high affiliated associates.
Associates that I'm familiar with?
I didn't think I needed to overstate that fact.
Hmm. So you know what happened here?
I had sent a raven to try and get her attention. I presumed he would make his way here. Unfortunately, I arrived too late.
Even I didn't think he could move that quick.
Neither did I. Neither did I. I'm quite curious how he was able to pull it off. I had an acid watching him. He was up till about 3-4 days ago. He was all the way up in the north.
Mm-hmm.
After that, the associate went dark on me. I presume got killed off, probably got caught, did something stupid. But no, they're still active. He's gone MIA from there. And once they did, I was around here. I decided to check in the assets that are around here. For example, the gnome. As I came to the windowsill, it was being closed by him, so he was already here. One step ahead of me, which I'm not a fan of.
And did you do anything? I mean...
You know how you had to wave me in? Yeah, when someone's a member of the organization, there's manners for the highest authority to be permitted entry. I can just go in and rob any old place, but when you're part of the organization, you have to welcome me. Bit of a bullshit rule, but also one that keeps it fair. Keeps it fair. For me, anyway.
I mean, I guess I could see why. That only applies to you, I suppose.
Yes, it only applies to me, otherwise he'd be a lot less effective.
It's a fucking shame. Oh, God.
Death.
Yep.
After finishing my talk with Marok, I would have sent a sending spell to everybody in the party to let them know that I had...
That would take way too many spell slots that you have, lad.
I got full stuff.
4 spell slots? You're gonna use all 4 or 5 of those spell slots?
I only have to contact Blue, or contact Dell, contact Alistair, contact Shimmer. That's everybody.
Okay.
I have 3, so I can...
Alright, we'll say that
do-
your conversation is going on while Delmar is currently having this conversation. So you were speaking with Marok and you're just finishing it as Delmar is having this conversation.
Right. Okay. So, I don't...
So what's he been at? I heard he's up to some shenanigans, but I was giving vague answers, and you can imagine I'm not a fan of vague answers.
Well, neither am I. Well, I last saw him in Distoon, which is, if anything, even more worrying, because it means that he went from up north to here, to Distoon, in the space of about 3 days, which is horrifying. I mean...
There's no way he can physically do that. I never taught him how to do anything like that. I'm going to say that at the very least. That means he's learned something else along his ways.
Well, clearly he has, because people who are definitely dead are not dead.
Well, I mean, I'm a perfect example of that, but...
I'm, to the fact, I mean that I saw Ogwatar at Distone, and I also know for a fact that he was ripped to pieces and burnt to a cinder.
I do recall hearing such wonderful details given to me before. So, what's his game? More importantly, how is he playing his game?
I wish I knew. We went to Distone.
So do I. I
Do you-
want to learn how to do these
do-
tricks.
That's not encouraging. Do you know why we went to Distone?
To be utter little troublemakers, I imagine.
I mean, we were aided and abetted by him.
Oh?
Yeah, that's the face I made.
Oh, the clever little bastard. Let me guess. Okay, I'm gonna picture a thing. He aided you in causing a ruckus that either made people trust the current political power less, or removed a portion of it.
Spot on. Yeah. Spot
Clever
on.
bastard, because he seems to worm his way into every organization's higher tier, and suddenly everyone likes him. Or just enough people talk about how nice he is. And then something happens, or Merrick nearly dies. You know, maybe he did die, and gets replaced. Suddenly, Crumble's
Yes.
sitting pretty.
There's a power void. Shit.
Yeah. So tell me then, did you take out that little prick that tends to run the, mostly the slave organizations and all that? Because he would have been a nasty new one.
Didn't even get a chance to see him. We thought that
So-
we thought this was going to be like, you know, we tried to make it as stealthy as possible, but it's literally we went in, he gave us everything on a silver platter, and we were out within half an hour, if that.
Huh. So, okay then, who did you remove then?
I mean, do you know the situation there? Do you know?
I'm aware that there is a woman who's referred to as a maternal figure in the city, chief scientist, and if I'm correct on what my agents gave me, she's the one who pioneered the troll blood and the hobgoblin thing.
She was?
Apparently.
Huh.
Wait, no. She wasn't just a human. She had other tricks to her, and that was more than even I am.
Yeah. She is more than just a human.
Oh.
I don't know how much I should say.
By all means, keep talking. I'm very interested in this, and you do want to keep in my good graces as well, surely.
I mean,
I've done nothing bad for you guys yet.
not personally, but maybe inadvertently. I can't
Okay, currently trying to work against that.
I can't pretend I'm not still upset, but I've had time to think about it at least. Which is why I let you in here.
Thank you.
Do you know who Pratok was?
Ooh. That's a name I haven't heard in a while, but she's dead as a dodo. She's gotta be dead as a dodo, surely.
I think a lot of people wanted us to think that.
Oh, clever bitch. Oh, clever bitch. I like this now. Oh, she's interesting.
Well, needless to say, our plan didn't go according to plan, but I don't know if necessarily their plan went according to plan.
Crumbles went to plan quite clearly.
I mean, both us and him, I think, had the intention of her being dispatched, and we didn't quite get there.
So she's still alive.
Yes, she's very furious, but we're hoping to change that. It was very complicated, and let's just say that the big guy up north tried to stick his head in, and we ran for it. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I could steal those things. Oh, that's lovely. Okay.
It wasn't lovely. Stop smiling. It was horrendous.
It was lovely for me.
It was
I
horrendous.
just took off him.
Incoming message. Incoming message. I have a boat. I have a boat.
One moment,
Oh.
please,
Blacksmith,
please hold, please,
blacksmith.
please hold 1 moment. Buckley, what the fuck do you want?
Blue, you had the, sound as well. What the fuck you want? And then you did just pick up a phone.
I love this new microphone so much.
So I don't know what.
Boat to Rodhaven. Boat to Rodhaven.
Where's that noise coming from?
Hearing voices. I hate hearing voices in my head. Oh god. I don't know how sending works. Do I just respond or what?
You can respond.
You can.
Okay. I'm a little occupied at the moment. I'll see you at the guild hall later.
Yeah, you can't respond back.
Kindly fuck off.
So he basically just props himself up in one of the chairs and just like is leaning back on it slightly, feet up in the air. Okay, so this is all really interesting.
I'm glad you feel so casual about it all.
After a while, you just tend to get these things over and over again. Some of the tropes just keep popping up, but I don't mind. This is fun.
I'm glad you're finding it humorous. I'm not.
I'm not finding it humorous. I'm finding it interesting. Do not mistake my casuality with it for ease with it.
Does that mean you're gonna help? At all?
Depends. Where are you going next?
Rosshaven.
Ooh. Could someone with a great deal of political maneuvering and manipulation help you in a city full with backstabbers? Could I just... I could probably put you in contact with a few people.
And how are they gonna react to me? I don't know
Whatever way I tell them to.
I don't know what my standing is anymore, okay?
Oh, you're no longer part of the Talon you were in. You're a broken up nail at this point. But that doesn't mean you can't stand as a new highest tier of the Talon here. You could be this particular Talon for this town.
And how does that benefit me?
If and when I have people who need guidance that are focused in this area, they may bring information to you first. Information or anything that you have. For example, they may have something that needs to be sold. You may be able to provide them with a contact for it and a small bonus for them. So they give you something that might be worth 100 gold. You give them 70 gold. You go away and sell it for 120.
Suppose it adds up, but money at the end of the day is just money.
That's just one thing. There are other ways you can make it work. You could essentially represent a better standing of criminal activity than Crumble did. It's not a thing you have to do immediately. But I have other talons in... Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Other talons inside in Rothaven. They're more on neutral standing than they are on standing of, say, unification.
Mm-hmm.
But they wouldn't be disapproving of working together for a common goal if you had, say, a token of mine, like you currently do in your hand, as you have the feather. They know how to tell that those are mine, and 2 or 3 of them could probably help you, but it depends on what you intend to do when you get to Rothaven.
I think the term civil unrest comes to mind.
Now, are we talking civil unrest as in, causing a riot? Or are we talking civil unrest as in causing serious damage to the ruling houses?
Probably the latter.
Okay, then there's certain houses you can't touch. Because they're the ones I have my talons in.
Fair enough.
But there's plenty of other... There's 7 houses. I've got 2 talons. So 2 of them, they'll work with you.
Okay.
The rest, open hunting season. And my own people wouldn't mind having avenues that they can laterally expand out to employ and see what happens.
Well, I can't say that previous experiences have been great, but I guess having some contacts is better than none.
And having people who are indebted to you is the most powerful thing you have.
And if I was to take this up, what would happen between me and him?
You'd be on equal standing to him.
And what does that entail?
That entails you are no longer his servant. Only two people can promote you. Me and him. You are under him, and I'm above him. He's no longer really a member, but he still has a lot of power because I've not gone back to him to relinquish it yet.
And why is that? Are you afraid?
No, he keeps slipping my grasp. He has a habit of doing that.
Yeah.
You know that little trick he has? That wonderful little trick that makes him a terror for you?
Mm-hmm.
That's a gift. That's a gift other people can get. And suddenly that little grin, a little contemplation. But there's still a bit of doubt, isn't there?
Well, of course there is.
Because it sounds too good to be true.
Yes.
Do it.
Piss off.
Somewhere, asleep with a book on his face in the library, Alistair just goes, duh.
Do it.
Yeah. As a clerk sweeps around him.
Do close eventually, you know.
I mean, of course I'm gonna doubt things. After everything I've been through, can you blame me?
No. I'd be more insulted if you didn't doubt everything.
So where do I stand? Just in the same place? What can you... I don't know, what can you offer to reassure me?
Well, I already gave you a little bit of a blessing. And after that, this is another trick you have. Having associates under you. The only person you report to is me. Now that doesn't mean that you are disrespectful to other Talons. You do need to try and keep some sort of politeness.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is Crumblebottom would say, "Oh yes, you're quite extraordinary, fellow," as he broke your neck. You, well, just don't stab them while you say it.
Right.
Mannerly. Doesn't mean you have to like them. Doesn't mean they have to like you. Just
Yeah,
abide by the rules.
I know all about that.
Don't drop from their targets. Don't kill their members. Don't undermine their efforts. If possible, and if they previously stated them.
Right. Okay.
You know the basic markings as well. For example, one of them goes up, sees a nice shop, might leave a marking in the door saying, "That's ours. We're going to rob that later."
Right. Yeah, I
Good.
know about those.
Good. Those kind of things.
Right.
So, now I can't give the underlings to you immediately, but next shipment that I have of able-bodied and willing individuals, I will direct in your direction.
Okay, well, the willing part is important, as you might imagine.
If anything, you've the potential to be a far better Talon than him because you know how not to do it.
Well, I suppose there is that. Well, I suppose all previous attempts have failed horrendously, so I might as well try something else. If I fuck this one up badly, I'm probably just going to end up dead somewhere. But that'll
No, I would just remove you from the guild. Now, you'd have to do something horrendous like he has to, really piss me off. Like,
Okay.
when I've called him out, he's just refuted and ignored me.
Well, I would certainly hope if I ever reached that level that somebody would kill me. I wouldn't...
Oh, don't worry, I'd have someone kill you if you got to that stage.
Well, I'm still not sure, but... it certainly seems preferable to the alternative.
Anything's better than the alternative.
Hmm.
Death's better than the alternative.
Ain't that the truth?
So, would you consider it? I tell you what. we'll say currently you're a preliminary member in that regard. And come back from Rothaven, see how you do, being polite with the others, and if you do prove it, then I might call you onto it.
Alright. Preliminary, sure. We'll go with that.
And just to make sure I'm not being a total bastard, you just see a knife appear from his wrist, just drop down. He flings it to you, as if to throw for you to catch, but as you try to catch, it falls into the hole in your hand, and just fades and disappears. You'll be able to do that little shadow step trick, but it'll only last for 72 hours. Preliminary. It won't last forever.
Right. Guess we should probably think about going then.
Mhm.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are hard.
Where's that noise coming from again?
It's coming from the alleyway, I think.
No, from the alleyway it's just hi ho, it's off to work we go.
Did you hear that down there? I swear I'm hearing things.
I try to ignore it. It's easier this way. The spirit of
I'm
old
glad,
dwarven
I'm glad.
miners. Lost souls lingering the streets. If you saw how many souls lingered these streets, you'd go mad, boy.
That's as a compliment. You don't think I'm already mad?
He says, speaking
just-
to his bow. You believe me when I say I'm not crazy, right?
I'm
But it's a board. It's a board.
perfectly
A board
mentally
that you
healthy.
can't build with. You can only destroy with this board.
Alright, well. Damara for now. Good luck.
Probably
I
gonna
might
need
put
it.
out contact you because one talent of mine, he's not been the most loyal in that city. Kind of been working on his own end, starting to show signs like Crumble had. Not a fan. So if you pick up anything like that, well, I won't weep if that one's proven, but I need proof.
Right, I see.
Anyway, I've overstayed my welcome here. And as he's actually saying that, you're noticing that small amounts of steam are like oh, not steam, not sure if steam or smoke is just peering from underneath his armor and coming up. Yeah, I've gotta get out of here.
Alright.
Take it easy, troublemaker. Don't die on me, I'll be greatly disappointed.
Don't worry, I've got experience at staying alive, you might have noticed.
Yeah, you're a stubborn bitch. It's admirable.
I keep going
As
out
he
of
fo-
sheer spite.
So do I! As he rolls back out the window, and as he's falling, you just hear, ow! Just form of a bird flies right up and out of the way.
Hmm.
It is a bonus action. You have to be standing in a shadow, and you can reappear in a shadow of up to 30 feet away.
I'm gonna try using it to go downstairs. So I'm by the door.
Okay, you try to focus on the door downstairs, and as you focus, you remember the position you were in, and you open your eyes and you're in that position. It seems like if you don't see the space, you have to have a memory of it.
Cool. Well, I just sort of glance around the room a little unsure on what to do. I'll go back into the alley and I will relock the door behind me.
Okay, what you do?
It just feels like the right thing to do. And I will go back to the guild hall.
Okay. You lock the door?
Do it too much because I'm pirate is free.
Oh god. I can just hear it getting gradually louder and louder, and I'm just like, oh no.
We are the pirates. Wait. No, that's wrong.
As he dances lonely on a ship.
Oh no, I'm just in the guild hall with two chests in my arms, just like, yay! Da 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 da.
Doesn't even have a fucking boat at this point.
Oh no, there's a boat. It's just
Pirates.
pirates. Yes.
Mickey the pirate.
Yar.
Not sure if a rat in a pie or a pirate rat. Comes out with a knife. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
I am currently trying to map out the city to plan our point of entry.
And I've been telling him that we need to not go in at the docks. Because we're
Right.
probably people into Smithereen.
Why the boat?
Because it's quicker than horse and carriage.
Where are we going to put the boat once we get?
Didn't think that far, did you?
Merrock suggested it. Don't look at me.
Is Merrock an experienced sailor?
You don't know.
I have no idea.
I know someone who is, though.
Well, until proven otherwise, I'm gonna go with no. Because he didn't give you a place to put the boat when we get there. What are we going to do? Just leave it floating in the middle of the ocean, bail overboard, swim?
I'm not making any comments because you fuckers have answers, you just don't remember them.
Well, if I remember right, Merrock said we're gonna be docking the ship off the peninsula, I believe that's located nearby Rawhaven. Then taking boats inland, and then from inland, then going into the city.
Peninsula? There's like a dock outside the city.
No, it'd be basically parking the ship,
Parking
Kind
the
of.
ship.
anchoring the ship, and
You've got a choice between docking or berthing, and you go with parking. Does it come with
Mooring
a tariff?
also works.
or
Anyway.
anchoring.
This happened in Death Storm and I got very angry. You don't park a boat!
I don't care.
I love it.
So,
I don't care.
where are we parking the boat then?
We'll be parking it. We'll be docking or anchoring in the ocean, taking some buoy, some paddle rowboats off, some rowboats from the ship, going to the berthing onto the land, then going from the boats to the city, doing what we need, back on the boats, back on the main boat, and then come back.
So we're arriving in via land.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's the more safest route, because we can't necessarily go straight in to the dock because they will, one, recognize the colors, and then two, then shoot the shit out of us.
Okay.
Also, I have 2 chests of monies here, 100 on our way out, and then 100 on our way back in.
What is that, like a tariff?
Boat.
Boat
You
tax?
remember that you remember that creature we saw in the water?
Creature?
No.
More
You
specific?
know the dragon turtle?
The one that you didn't see? That's the sound narrowing of the fourth wall collapsing.
He did, yeah.
Merrick did specify that he had explained the
Yeah, he did explain
Yeah.
there was a dragon turtle, which Buckley did not see.
Yeah.
As all the cogs start turning that.
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah. Merrock told me there was a dragon turtle.
The dragon turtle that got broken in half.
Yeah. Well, in any case, basically, apparently, it requires 100 gold to go out and shut up.
Was this to pay for his medical bills? Obamacare?
Mainly it's.
I love talking with you, Buckley. I have to say, your plans are second to none.
Again, Merrock just told me to throw 100 gold in. on the way out and on the way back in.
Okay, to appease the broken dragon turtle.
For
Okay,
whatever reason.
sure. We'll go with that then. I'm sure we can. Sure, we can live without 200 gold pieces. And we can always collect them later.
Plus, yeah. Plus, we're also kind of taking a ship that Marok is giving us. So if it gets destroyed, we're probably gonna have to pay for it because he gifted it to us.
Sweet. So, how much does a boat cost?
It's fine.
A fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be the terminology used in the court case. It will come with a hefty fine, will probably be the name of the ship. So we're going to be down 200 gold plus a boat's worth in money. Sweet. Okay. I like this plan.
A
This plan
boat's
has-
worth in money? Excuse you? Who said anything about buying a boat?
We're not buying a boat. We're probably going to be paying for a boat.
It's true.
Alistair, Buckley, Delmar wasn't in the room about 10 seconds ago.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Why are we buying a boat? Surely one's going to be provided for us, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I
Marok,
kept the
how are you?
window shut.
There are no windows.
You
in this
did,
room.
actually.
Blows my papers all over the place.
You flipped the table.
We're not buying a boat. We're going to be paying for a boat. There's a difference.
If we destroy
If you
it.
buy a boat, you get a boat. When you pay for a boat, you get charged with a fine, and then you have to pay for the cost of a boat that somebody else has.
Oh, you mean charter? You charter a ship.
No, crash.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Apparently, Buckley's amazing plan that he's been discussing with Merrock is that we are being given a boat by Merrock. So essentially, the city's boat, possibly part of their navy. We're going to travel across to Rothaven, park up maybe a mile or so out from the land on some peninsula, some speck of wood that is built out over the ocean. Anchor up there. We're going to use the rowboats to get onto the shore, travel in by land, do what we got to do, come back out. If our boat is still there, we row back to the boat, hoping that it hasn't been nicked at this point, and sail back here. Whilst
It's
doing
also
so, we have
coming
to
with
drop
a full
100
crew.
gold pieces. Oh, it's come with a full crew. How much do their wages cost? How much does it
We're not
cost for them
paying
if they die?
You just
We're
said
not
that.
paying for them.
You just said that the boat was provided for us, so we're not paying for the boat. If the crew's going to be provided, we're not paying for the crew. So all we're paying is this 200 that we what have to do with it?
Apparently a
Okay.
tax for that dragon turtle.
The dragon turtle that's dead.
Yes, that one.
Marok told me it was alive.
I feel like that's something Galgron might have mentioned.
I very much feel like it died. I remember seeing its back being broken, which is quite
not
impressive
correcting
considering
any of
it's a
you.
turtle. I know, this is called role-playing.
I'm
Considering
just saying.
it has a shell, the fact that we could see its back was broken was quite impressive, really.
The shell was broken.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm okay with losing 200 gold on the off chance that, I mean, fuck's sake, Hammett came back and he lost a head. This guy having a broken back, we could just be attacked by a dragon turtle in a wheelchair for all I know. I ain't playing the risk.
This is true, and also that's worth noting. We're probably going to see that dude again, and he's probably going to be furious.
Yeah, he will be.
I've still got his
Yeah.
swords.
I wish I still had his head.
Yeah, we should have kept that, really.
Merrick called you out for not keeping the head, actually.
The one head,
Where's the head?
the one head we didn't keep, and we actually should have done it. But there you go. You live and learn. We know for next time.
Spoiler alert, keep every head.
The problem that I've got with this plan, Buckley, is that we are going to be parking the ship a mile out from the city,
Anchoring.
and then we're hoping that it's going to be there when we get back. If it's not only have we got a long trip back, but we're going to have to pay for that boat either in money or in favours, and I don't know which would be worse, because we don't have a lot of money or a lot of time for favours.
I mean, you do know how anchors work, right?
Big piece of metal that you chuck in the sea.
Yes, they're called anchors because they anchor things in place. A lot of ships,
Right.
can be anchored in storms, and they will remain in the same place.
Cool, good to know. How do you remove the anchor?
You winch it.
You winch it. Okay, so somebody could board that boat and say, I am the captain now, and steal the boat. That would be plausible.
I
Is
mean,
that not plausible?
I
Am I
mean,
being
if
an idiot?
I mean, it is plausible, but the same thing is plausible if we just took a cart.
Yes, but a cart is like 10 gold. It's pennies. You're talking about a boat. This is something that you
More
can
like
start wars with.
75.
Look. The alternative is we go overland, which will take an age. But if we get the boat to be quicker, if we lose the boat, we would have to go overland anyway. So it's not like we've, saved time by not taking the boat. It would be exactly the same.
Why don't we just get the boat to take us one way and drop us off, and then we have to make our own way back?
We could very easily do that.
Yeah.
I
Boat
mean,
comes with its own captain, then he doesn't have to park up so we can get out. He can just drop us off and then we can go. We essentially buy a rowboat and a lift.
if you want to do that, sure. Getting back.
I don't really want to put more debts on our head at this point.
I mean,
It's fine.
Unless you fancy, sneaking into Galgron's lair and trying to nick some of his gold and then paying back with it, which I'm sure is laundering of some description.
no, of course not. I'm just saying that we could probably
I don't
afford
want to try.
we probably could we probably could afford a boat anyway, and I'm sure that we have a
God, no. Out of character, no. We could not afford it.
I don't know how much
we could.
I don't know how much boats cost, but anyway.
Do you know why they call it a boatload of money? There's a reason behind that adjective.
Very good.
You ever bought a metro train? No, because it costs a metric fuck ton of money. Reason for that. Do you remember several episodes ago when Nosda went, "Hey, I'ma buy a boat," and Das went, "Ha! No." There's a reason why he went, "Ha! No," and he worked with the people who built the boats.
I will
Speaking
say
of
right now,
Nosto, I feel like there's some favours that could probably be called in here.
Sure, Nosda. No. Doesn't seem to be answering. Might have to go with the government provided boat.
Also, I just have to say these.
You
Fucking...
can't fabricate a boat.
No. We're just missing all of these fucking puns that are just fucking amazing, and I really feel like we should have them.
Everything that's going on.
They've
in
been
the chat.
they've been appearing on the stream so people could read them.
Yeah, this is a very fun plan. Meanwhile, Grunt has no clue what's happening.
Are we sure this is the best way?
It's the only reason why we bring these two along. They're like the Laurel and Hardy of the group.
Ah, they're the Will and Grace. Massive
Speaking of
lesbian,
which-
massive gay.
What are
When
they
do they
do?
walk
What are
in?
they doing? Out of question at this point in time, because we've been talking for quite
Making
a
their
while.
way downtown.
We're having a
walking
picnic on the
down-
pier.
Aw, how sweet.
Oh, I wanted to be Grace.
Can't both be Grace. It's not Grace and Grace.
Who says?
Me.
That would be a very different show.
Look, at the end of the day, if he said he was willing to give us a boat, he's not stupid. He has said that with the thought that he may not get it back, because he knows better than any of us what Rothaven's like.
That's better than anyone what you lot are like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's
it's not what
probably
I'm worried
there's
about.
probably like a clause somewhere that says, "Oh, by the way, this boat may get just absolutely trashed."
Fast forward on a couple of months, and there's just us like looking back at the boat on fire, in pieces, being eaten by a dragon turtle, just going. See, I told you it would happen.
If it takes months for you guys to get to Rothaven and back, you lot are fucked up.
Yep.
You've gone over to the other fucking side of the continent.
I mean,
On the continent, come back.
admittedly, I probably wouldn't bet on this like I did with you in the mountain, because that one had good odds.
Oddly a compliment, but okay. When does Shimmer and Grunt walk in?
We're having a picnic on the pier. We don't know what we don't care.
No, you guys have been messaged, so you are
we
aware.
don't know.
No, Cora's been messaged. Shimmer has been messaged.
Shimmer received a message.
I would have told you at one point, and we'd have probably gotten along.
Yeah, fair enough.
You come in with your shopping bags, your little
Well,
basket.
I mean, I kind of figured, if anything, Shimmer would have messaged me back, like, "Oh, we're at said location."
We're at the mall.
Yeah.
We're at the bazaar.
the bizarre.
I come in, I'm wearing red robes and one of those kind of wide brimmed hats. Grunt's carrying all the bags.
It's good to see that you guys have been planning for the trip ahead.
Trip?
Did you get sunscreen?
I burp. Clearly, I've been drinking and eating a lot.
Probably ate the sunscreen.
Ah, so that's where the rations have gone for the trip.
Food,
You weren't
food
planning
is
to have
cheap.
it.
Okay, so we have a boat. We're going to Rothaven.
Uh-huh.
Why are we going to Rothaven?
Are we gonna burn it?
Not necessarily. It would actually be easier to take out the heads of the Rodhaven districts to cause mass chaos and basically most likely destroy Rodhaven from the inside out.
You know what
Ah,
also causes mass chaos?
Fire.
Yes.
Grunt
Yeah.
raises her hand.
Says the
But-
room in unison.
we'll put those two ideas on the back burner just for now. No pun intended.
we'll put a pin in it and come back to it later.
So you're talking politics.
Yes.
I don't do well with politics.
No, but you do well with killing people.
I'm glad that you were the one to say that. Because I don't like politics because it's not like hunting in the wild. It's not like master and not masters. You do one thing and you can end up like fucking up the salt mine district of dwarves in a town that may or may not exist several continents away or something. It's just, I don't like politics. They get all messy. So
Yeah,
someone else is gonna have to direct the spear of this attack.
Most likely, this is we won't be interrupting a salt mine for dwarves in a made-up place somewhere. It will actually be interrupting a slave trade organization.
Okay.
Yes, that would
Grunt-
definitely be preferable.
Grunt makes a note that if it's anything like the place she inevitably wants to return to, many nobles like hiring champions for bodyguards or just to fight in pits or do all sorts of things. That's something she could potentially do to get on somebody's side.
I don't
And-
think that's a good idea. If
No.
we are going to ally ourselves with somebody, we're just going to get into trouble. So 100%, we do not ally ourselves with any of the political parties.
Actually, it's funny you should say that.
We all just turn straight towards someone like,
Yeah, just like-
yes.
Have
Shit.
something to bring to circle time.
I have a feather. No.
That's it. That's
It's
it.
a nice feather.
It's a nice feather.
It's proof that you're a bird brain.
Well, I would be able to actually get us in with two of those like families, you say, and
Yeah.
I'd reasonably confident in saying that they would probably be on our side. We'd obviously have to be polite and all that.
You're reasonably sure they'll be on our side.
Yes.
That doesn't fill me with the greatest of confidence.
Let's just
Yeah.
let's just say birds of a feather, if you catch my meaning.
Des, would I not recognize that feather of hers?
Yes.
It's-
immediately.
It's really obvious.
It's about 2 foot long
Well, yeah.
and black. Not many animals like that, and very recently you've encountered one. Even if it was before you got hit in the head really hard.
I was just making sure. Jesus. So you were
Cheese
talking
and
to the
crumbs.
Raven, I see.
You've been coercing with the Raven.
Yeah,
I thought we agreed the last time that he was not to be trusted.
I consider him more trustworthy than Crumble, which was the
I wondered what you were going to
alternative.
say then. I was really about to lose my shit.
Who's
Well,
the alternative that I had to deal with? If I have to go with the Raven or Crumble, I know which one I would pick. Well, have
Crumble?
picked is probably the correct term.
So what did the Raven?
Well, he said that two of the families within Rothaven are also part of our organisation, and if I present this favour to them, they will, you know...
Oh, good. More ninjas.
Know what,
Perfect.
know what ninjas are good at? Killing people!
Good. I'm willing to go and talk to them then. They won't kill me. What they're good at.
They won't, because I have this!
How do you know that he can be trusted?
Look, I don't have anything that I can present to you.
You can turn into a bird.
Yes, it's a key thing for trustworthiness. I'd trust
Does
anybody
the
who
bird have places he can park outside of nests? Shut up, Buckley.
Well, I'm just saying, if we want to cause a bit of disruption, then this could be a way in. They could harbour us, so it means that we haven't got to, hide within the sewers or something weird like that. We haven't got to just run in and run out within the space of half an hour like we did in Distone. They could potentially offer us a place to stay while we...
Stop you there. I think you'll find that camping outside is considerably safer when I'm around. And B, I'm pretty sure our half an hour plans have been 100% successful up until now. I don't know why you're disregarding them so much.
Because the last one didn't really have anything to do with us.
I beg to differ, we were involved. We were receiving the baton.
In the very vague term of involvement.
So you want us to go all the way to Rothaven, a place that we know is delivering slaves and enslaving people to be sold as slaves, under the pretense that the Raven is to be trusted and that he's going to set us up with two families who he's very well connected with in order for us to then kill other people so they can get more power. You're 100% sure that you trust him?
I mean, no, I'm not 100% sure, but I trust him more than just walking in there with no plan.
Who is the Raven to you?
Now that is a question.
He's a fictional storytelling.
Well, we know
device.
he's-
Buckley, the shut up still applies.
He's not fictional because he actually exists.
You thought he was,
I thought he was until I physically met him.
and I read about him in a book.
I know.
Haven't we all technically met him?
Yes.
I've met him, but our interactions were few and mainly sarcastic quips going back and forth.
Well, you know how I worked for Crumble.
Mm-hmm.
Crumble did work for him.
Oh, so you're a big network of ninjas.
Yes.
And is this going to score you brownie points with Mr. Head Ninja?
That's not what I'm after. Maybe it will. It probably will. It's not what I'm after.
I imagine it probably will as
It
well.
probably
so hang
will.
on, so Crumble's gone renegade and now the Raven wants Crumble back. Is that what's happening?
No. He does not want him back. In fact,
I mean, like, back for revenge.
yes, for revenge.
Okay.
I mean, apparently he would try to kill him if he could, but he's struggling to pin him down.
The man's like 6 foot across.
Exactly.
How does he outrun a bird? That's not even possible.
I don't
No,
know.
didn't he learn?
Look,
If he's the boss, didn't he learn from him? How the hell does that work?
yeah, he learned quite a lot from him, which is why he's been so problematic.
The student becomes the teacher. Okay, I'm starting to piece together your life bit by bit now.
Thanks. But
So you're a ninja too, then?
I don't think ninja's the right word, but I mean...
I've read
guess.
about ninjas in books. They move through shadows. They beat the hell out of people when they're not looking. Basically a ninja. You're a ninja!
You mean like
We
this?
wield knives.
She was talking directly to you, but you're in a somewhat dim room, and Alistair, she's not behind you.
How the... Ninja!
Yeah,
Ninjas!
if you want to
Me.
call it that there.
So
But
how
look,
Hold on, how long have you been able to do that?
approximately...
Leap from rooftops
20
and
minutes.
20
Yeah,
seconds.
approximately 20 minutes.
Oh
Would
yeah,
this
this one
coincide with
have
the
watches
meeting with
yet.
the Raven?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so you're actually being sent on an assignment.
I guess it's more of a trial.
So, going down and making friends with these two families isn't an option. It's the mission, basically.
It's an option for me. I don't have to do it, but it would probably improve standings. Look, I know it sounds weird to you, but when it was a choice of either answer to Crumble, which at the time I technically still did, regardless of all the shit that happens, we're still connected in the system. Don't ask me how, I don't know how it works. But he was technically still above me, and thus I had to answer to him. I wasn't a fan of that. So now they've made it so I don't have to answer to him. I'm technically on the same tier.
You were still working for him?
Technicalities.
I don't think you guys understand how the pecking order works of the natural food chain.
That's
What
because
kind of
this
bullshit
is...
is...
That's
I
because
don't
it's not...
understand your bureaucratic... Is that the right word? Your governmental
It's
bullshit?
not. I mean, it's nothing to do with the government, that's for sure.
The worms.
It's
Look,
literally the
They're above the
antithesis of a
lambs.
government.
Look, it's
Look,
not.
here's
It's
nature. You've got the alpha, you've got the beta, you've got everybody else. It's a straight line. There's none of this web shit like you're in some sort of drow orgy. It doesn't work like that.
Alpha and beta are two terms that are actually not a thing that. Actually,
Just didn't even hesitate. Straight up there.
So we're going to go and deal with ninja. We're going to go and deal with ninjas. Don't like ninjas. In a political environment, don't like politics. In a town that I've never been to and haven't mapped out, don't like the unknown. All for the sake of getting you a promotion.
no, it's not for the sake of getting me a promotion. The main goal is to cause civil unrest, which is going to be beneficial to us. This is like a side quest, if you will.
I thought we were just going there to burn it down. I'm more inclined to go with
I
Paul's
still
plan.
like the burn it down plan. I mean, that seems much easier and simple than, let's go in and not kill these guys, but kill those
Look,
guys.
I know
But
it
these guys
seems-
are not our friends, but Damara's friends.
I wouldn't say friends either. Business associates. I haven't met them, but look, this is more of a look. The good news is that the only issue between me and Crumble now is literally just the fact that he's stronger than me. He doesn't actually hold any sort of level. I don't know how to phrase it because I don't know how it works, but there's more than just, it's more than just, oh, he's a duke and he answers to the king or whatever. There's some weird interconnecting, maybe magical shit. I don't know how it works. And
Also,
whatever that is, it's gone now. It don't matter.
did the Raven tell you which houses he's friends with?
The only problem that you've got with Crumble is that he's more powerful than you. I thought that was the I thought that was the problem before.
I mean,
If he wasn't more powerful than us, he would be been beaten by us and therefore wouldn't be a problem.
yeah, but
Your guild ninjas, whatever it is, weird. But all right, if we've got
look,
a way
there's-
in,
there
then
are
we'll
certain
I suppose.
things. There are certain things that sort of maintain order. If as has previously happened, perhaps I attempted to attack him, it goes wrong. And I can't tell you how, because I don't know how. It just goes wrong, and I don't know whether it's him, or it's the Order, or whatever. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter now, because it's gone, in theory.
Doesn't matter because in theory it's okay.
Well, the idea
What-
is that if we go through and we do this, then it will just sort of confirm that yes, I am.
I'm not
okay.
gonna. I'm not even gonna try and understand how your little fan club works. Let's just go with the plan that we've got. Who are the houses that we are going to meet with?
He didn't tell me.
Oh, epic!
So we're going to a place, we don't have a target, so we can just burn the place down. Gotcha.
What family? Do we know any of the families there? Buckley, do you know any of them?
I don't even know my own family.
DM, do I know the families again?
You got one or two names, for example, not names, but say that there's a house that involves beast work,
Oh,
there's
right,
one
right,
that
right.
involves slave work, cannoneers. Basically, the most important trades tend to have a family associated to them. And there are 7 in total. No names were given.
This is a long shot, but being a slave in the
No.
past.
No!
I'm from the slaver background.
I am not going in a crate again. Last time I got shot with a shotgun. Admittedly,
No, I just meant would I know
admittedly
their
it
names?
missed, but that's
No,
beside the point.
Give you an idea. You're trying to say, oh, I was a slave in LA. Does that mean I know the name of the Slating family in New York? Absolutely not.
Well, it's just that's the sort of thing that
Absolutely
would
not.
trade between each other. But yeah, I guess not.
Absolutely not. You are not privy to that information, motherfucker.
Roll for deception on the DM.
Shit, Ian's not here. Fuck off.
Look, I may not know their names, but I know how to find them. We have means of communication.
Is that your thieves'
Yes.
sign? Would you pick the ground?
Yes, various means of communication. Yes, through hand gestures and various symbols. Yes.
Light of
Show me.
Gondor.
I'm sorry you cut out.
Show me a few of them hand gestures. Before.
Yes, like this one.
I'm familiar with that one. It means I'm greatly displeased with you.
Yes, actually.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, and also slight sub clause. I can only do this movement thing for 72 hours. So if we want to do stuff, we should probably do it.
Cool. So mission and a time limit. Okay.
Not necessarily on
Have we
time
got a
limit.
boat?
The ability is on the time limit. It will be beneficial, to say the
Buckley,
least.
do you have an ancient Chinese proverb to share with us there, or?
Whoa.
He
What?
walks,
Arrive.
arrives.
Give man candle, he warm for 3 minutes. Burn man, and he alive, he hot for rest of life.
Man who walk in front of car get tired, but man who walk behind car get exhausted.
Also, Core, I live in the basement again, so I don't have blinds.
He's
or
playing
windows.
D&D in the basement, as is expected of him.
I'm watching you on
He is
Tiny
the
Chat. It's just like
American
the
Archie.
light of Gondor just comes up.
Yeah, that's because of my light behind me.
Yeah, he's got a button, he's got a dial he's just fucking with.
So.
Don't move.
It's
Don't move
called
your
a-
elbow, narrowing. You might knock over your Mountain Dew and Cheetos.
He's fucking got Mountain Dew.
I don't have Cheetos though.
You ate
damn
them.
Already
No,
gone.
I just don't like Cheetos.
You'd see them on his beard if he ate them.
So, we have somewhat of a plan. We're going to reconvene with 2 of 7 families within a hellhole. We're going to arrive there partially by boat.
The key,
Let's not waste any more
the
time.
important thing I was told was to be polite.
Right.
Definitely.
What
Okay.
is polite to these people?
Don't steal from them, don't kill their marks, just general signs
Don't
of
steal
respect.
from-
So
Those
what
are only
you're
things
saying
that you
is
break.
that's your problem, not
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah.
You're the only one that steals shit and steals all our kills. These are your polite things.
I
I'm
mean,
questioning these. Are they these kind of people that it's like, you need to take your shoes off when you go inside? You have to wear proper attire, enter through doors, not windows, that kind of stuff.
I mean, definitely the last one, yes.
Ow.
I mean, let's be fair. How does this benefit us besides you getting a slightly little more power?
I mean, are you saying that me getting a little more power won't be beneficial? I'm just
I'm
saying.
not saying it's not. I'm
just
saying it doesn't
just
help the
saying.
rest of us much.
I say it helps us get into Rothaven. It helps us get into Rothaven and try and initiate some of these changes because, as we said, these houses are always vying for power, and if we want to knock a few off, then these guys will probably help us.
You know what's an easy way to get rid of houses? Explosions.
Hey, you didn't say fire this time.
He likes to mix it up a bit.
You're gonna have to
One
start
leads
getting
into
shit
the
with a
other.
Catalyst.
Eh,
I'm just gonna grab both of the chests and start walking towards the dock.
Okay.
Fine,
Okay.
we'll talk about it
I'll
as we
take
go.
the stuff and I'll take the stuff and go as well.
I presume you guys are going to also go for provisions.
Yeah. Does
Yeah,
anybody
I was
need
about to say.
potions?
Yes, we need potions.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just hid something on my bar backs. Let's have a look.
Shopping!
Potion of healing. I have 2 potions of healing.
I have one.
I could use a potion.
I have none.
I don't have any.
Mine are 2d4 plus 2, so they are.
They are the lowest tier.
But I some. So I'm hoping to not get hit very much.
I mean, I do as well, but you have to count for all circumstances.
Grant is hoping to get hit a lot.
Of course you are. So,
Well, it's a job.
should get hit in the face.
Who has the most money? Del.
Delmara. She has all the money.
Actually, I have 23 gemstones worth 500 gold each.
I think he qualifies for having the most money. Go ask him.
So you have
No, he has the
1,000
most valuables. You have the most money.
I melt into the shadows.
Which you literally do. Delmar can still speak to you all, but you cannot physically see her.
There's no change there.
Yes, now you actually literally can't see her.
I cast light on the shadow.
Okay, you don't see her.
Do
For
you
that
attack the
portion of
darkness?
for that portion of shadow that you emit, she's not there.
She has
So
become-
she's not there in like a 40-foot radius.
Oh, okay, so give you an idea. No, when you say light,
I pop out of the
I'm
shadow
picturing-
that's behind.
I meant actual
Shimmer.
light.
Yeah. Okay, that's how you do it.
Yes, I have spells that aren't fire.
No, not you. I mean in Damaso. But see, when you
Pop-
say
I
that,
pop out
I'm
the
used
shadow
to
behind
small.
Shimmer.
I'm used to small, like little torch, like little kind of small lights, rather than literally. Ah.
Shimmer goes big or goes home.
Sorcerers.
So let's go and get a boat.
Some potions first.
Do about.
We can split up and do various things. I'm going to go and talk to whoever's the captain of the boat.
Okay.
It's
I'll
not
get
Snow.
with Snow.
Let you guys know. Let you guys know it is getting later in the afternoon. Like you guys have had a very active day and you've not even had a full rest yet.
Can rest on the boat.
Yeah. Also, I give Grunt the 2 chests to take to the boat.
Okay.
Right up.
Me and Grunt are heading to the boat.
I'm not
Okay,
really
so-
used shopping.
People are going to potions first.
I guess it'd be me and Del
Sure.
and Shimmer. I'm assuming Shimmer wants to go to the boat.
Okay.
Where are you going, Shimmer?
I guess I'd be getting everything, provisions and whatnot to go.
Shimmer's with you guys then. Go and buy us some
Okay.
good stuff.
Shimmer, are you just talking like normal provisions, or are you going to go actually go for potions and stuff like that?
Well, I'm going to pick up some potions, but well, actually, I have technically everything we need already with us. Oh, food-wise, I mean.
Yeah, but you do need to remember as well to keep your provisions fresh, especially when you're on boat.
Bought them today.
Oh, I,
How long
Oh,
is this
sorry.
journey going to take?
Should take about. By sea, it takes about a day to get to and between Rothaven and Duskhaven. The only difference is. Well, the only difference is, like, you will arrive late in the night. If you leave, say, early morning on Tuesday, you get there like 11 on Wednesday, kind of thing. 11 p.m. Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in the bones of 2 days, kind of thing.
Great.
But while you're in the city, you will still have active of your ability. I'm just checking through something now. I just need to make sure for myself. Okay, I have that up. That's. What are you gonna get? Try to make sure I remember what I would actually plan to get you. Yeah. I believe I said you guys were going to be getting a keel.
yeah, whichever one's the cheapest.
Okay, it's fine. It's a cheap one, not overly fast, but still can do the job. It will have a sail to it, so it'll be a bit better. But everyone else, currently you're going to Grievilles.
It's buddy.
You enter in, and it is later into the evening. Grievel is behind the table. His face is utterly blackened. Not sure if by dirt, soot, or something else. And there's a very fruity smell in the room.
Oh, hello. How can I help you all today? What do you need? What do you need? How can I help?
Just got the here.
Jaeger bomb.
The marks of progress, my friend.
Right. Okay. We could use some potions.
The thing that you guys always love coming for, and the things I always love giving. Lovely. So, potions of healing, I presume you want?
We live a dangerous lifestyle.
You do, and that's why I like you, because you give me money.
It's like us going to the pharmacy every time. It's just been like, we need another boatload of paracetamol and antibiotics. What the fuck do you guys do? We go on very adventurous Pokemon Go walks. We constantly hurt ourselves.
I need antihistamines if we're going on Pokemon walks. It's like, no! The Togepi's in a bush!
This is like going for a Pokemon walk with Jack. Jack, it's a mountain. It's fine, we can climb it. No, Jack!
That sounds like
Take
it's
it
going
at the
with
top.
me. That sounds like it's going with me. I'll be just like, oh, Papa Boots.
Look, Jack has a reputation in our house. He went on holiday and came back with a broken arm, and we were just like, what did you do?
I got a hoo-hoo.
Weirdly enough, he fell off the boat. I said, how did falling off a boat break your arm?
Punching the shark that was in the water.
Moving on.
So, he does have... So,
Okay, well, a moment there. I have about 4 potions of healing, just the normals.
We'll take them all.
Oh shit.
Alright.
I've got 2 potions of greater healing
Take them.
and 1 superior healing potion.
Ooh.
that's 2d4, 4d4, and 8d4, respectively, for each.
Well then.
We are now
So, that's going to have to be 200, 350 total to about 700 gold total for all of them.
Alright, pull out 2 gems.
That is not legal current. Tell me it's Scotty.
Scottish money is still legal
What
currency.
kind? What kind of gems? What are you pulling out?
I'm pulling them out of the shopping bag of holding. And
Yes, but they
500
should-
gold-
Oh, they're the ones that are 500 gold. Are they the
Oh.
diamonds that are worth 500?
I think they were just mixed gems.
Oh,
it
okay.
was just a bunch
Can we
of
not
mix.
just use money?
I don't have 750 gold.
Can you look to the thief before you start pulling out our diamonds?
I do remember. I do remember them being.
It's like, oh, how much is it going to cost? Oh, that's going to be $2,000. Pulls his fucking car keys out first, being like, well, it was a good motor. That's how we're walking home. Got a credit card, dickhead.
This is my fucking credit
car.
card.
Car first.
I don't think they're actually diamonds. I'm trying to find where it was written
Yeah, I
down.
know. That's. I was about to say. I would have specified if they.
We
were
would have
diamonds.
definitely been like, oh, diamonds! Keep hold of
Hang
them.
on to fucking them.
We just
Yeah.
chip in
Oh, I
NHS
can
on the
revive
top.
everyone forever.
NHS diamonds.
Like you fighting the fucking demon with 6 arms.
Yeah.
Update, 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 update.
That was fun.
Anyway,
Meanwhile, this guy going like, stop fucking running!
Please stop dying, boy.
So, Blue, you going to produce any coin? I
I'm
know
not-
it seldom leaves your bag.
Except when you drop it out, you fuck.
I don't need to, apparently.
That would bring you like 300 extra over. So you throw out the 2 gems. He goes,
Give me a second.
and he just takes out a thing. Look,
Ooh. I could hollow this out and you... Ooh, I could use this for things. I could use... Ooh, a ruby. No, that's a quartz. I could use those. But it's gonna be that's a bit over the actual price for those. Do you want me to see if I can find anything else to toss in there?
I mean, I was kind of hoping for change, but
Oh no, fuck you. You ain't gonna change off me, bitch.
yeah, I should have known. What other potions you got in here?
Oh, it's just like a remake. Gold, I like hanging on to. I like the knives.
Yeah, I can understand it.
It jingles.
As I shake my small little bag.
Do you have any more gems like that? Because if you do, I might throw in an oil that's quite nice that I think you... And he looks straight over to Tamar. Might really appreciate.
Why? What does it do?
You know how... Yanera's got that really nice sword that really cuts a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't make it as dangerous as one of his blades, but kind of close. And he just reveals up an oil. It's this very sparkly oil, gelatinous in its color, with very, very thin silver shards in it. This is the oil I've been working on for a while, the oil of sharpness.
Quick question: gelatinous in its color?
I wasn't gonna say
Yeah.
anything, but
It's gelatinous
Yeah.
oil. Sparkles with
Okay.
tiny, ultra.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
So I was not the Tirana.
This is the color.
my favourite colour is gelatinous.
Leave me and my tasty scogables alone.
This clear, gelatinous oil sparkles with tiny, ultra-thin silver shards. This can coat one slashing or piercing weapon or up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition. The applying it takes 1 minute, and for 1 hour, the coated weapon is treated as if it is a +3 to attack and damage rolls.
Oh shit! Does that overlay on existing
That
enchantments?
adds 2.
Oh fuck!
That's why if you've got another one to pop it up to 800, he's willing to give this to you. But it will work for one item for 1 hour.
Mm.
But it takes 1 minute to apply it.
That's pretty
Wait.
nice.
Damn right it is.
Hmm.
Wait, what's he putting these gems at? Praising these gems to?
He hasn't told you. He just said if you throw out another one, he can toss this in. Oh, I also, from our previous assault, there were a few leftover trolls in the city. Well, the remains of, and I've been able to make something out of them. And he pulls up a vial that, it's weird in the fact that this vial has what looks like 2 layers to it. And, see, there's the 2 parts of it. One is an acid, and the other is the actual thing. So, don't worry. It will only happen if, say, underneath it grows too much. But this is a vial of troll blood. Not actual troll blood, but refined element of it. You see, trolls have that notorious habit of not dying. Mostly because they have an incredibly resilient healing factor. This may be my first attempt at actually refining that. Seeing if I could make it into something that is, while temporary, powerful.
Why can't you guys just go and buy the shit I told you to go and fucking buy?
Because he presents more stuff to us. We're just like,
Damn them.
right, we're gonna buy all of these, and he's like, aha, but you could buy this.
You're like the fuckers that go out to buy milk and come back with a week's worth of shopping. What the fuck's all this? Look, they've got waffles!
This is a good
They're
salesman
on
that really...
sale!
Evidently.
Listen, I know that you're all a very reliable group of capable associates, but I really want to test this potion out. I want to know
Seriously
if
though,
this
if you've
potion
got
works in
waffles, I'll
combat.
grab them.
If this thing is untested, I'm not sure I want to take that.
That's why it would only be maybe the price of 2 more gems worth.
Nah.
Oh,
Nah.
Really?
Nah, I ain't having that.
Even someone with the constitution of your barbarian trying
Nah,
it?
2 gems for something that's untested? You are having a laugh.
Yeah. Also, I have no more gems.
Okay.
What, you've only got the 3?
Shh.
There's only 2 there.
No more after that? Well, if you don't have any more gems after that, I suppose you could throw in another 500 gold, and then you could get the oil and the potions.
Or I can get my change.
Ah! You could have store credit.
Yeah, we don't do store credit.
Don't
I do.
do credit.
One-sided itself for that, mate.
Yes, wrong side of the fucking tail for that.
You could just go to a shop that does gem working and they'll happily just give you the currency for it so you can exchange it for goods and services.
This is the moment in
no,
time.
no, Nero, that's the sensible thing to do. Don't do that.
This is the moment
Yeah.
in time where I flick through the amount of shit that I have obtained, and I'm just like, is there anything worth 300 gold? Not really. few things that are close.
Meanwhile, Grunt and Alistair have sailed off.
Off into the sunset, doing the
After wasting
Titanic as
3
Grunt,
days.
Grunt grabs him by the back of the waist and belt and is just lifting him up in the Titanic pose. Not sure what to do, throws him off the edge.
You know, just
You'd leave without your cleric. I too like to live dangerously.
I have potions. You don't.
They're about to have potions.
We will.
We've got a bartering situation going on. Agree a price, damn it!
Well,
I've
okay,
tried
how do
to
I
agree
say
to a
this
price, but he won't give me like I
properly?
got to change.
That's
Okay, how do I
really
say this
funny, Daz.
properly? I might not have 300 gold in the till, because I might have been robbed lately.
You know what's really funny, Des? I've
You
got
got
369 gold pieces on
Yep.
me.
Why didn't you say earlier?
Yeah.
Trying not to let it be known.
Was it
I-
was it just money, or did they take something else?
Ah,
That's not a good sound.
That doesn't
it
sound
isn't,
like
you're
it was,
correct.
that doesn't sound like it was just money.
No, it wasn't.
I
One
feel
of my bullet potions.
Uh,
A potion of growth. A potion
oh,
of invisibility.
Alistair's gonna be furious. He wanted those
Very.
potions.
That's why I said one. I still have another that I was working on at the time.
When did this
I don't
happen?
like the shopping trip.
About
What does it say? 2 days ago, maybe.
about 3.
Great.
Yeah. Kinda sucks.
I give Buckley a look that just does not look impressed.
yeah, I'm guessing he who shall not be named.
I feel like it
not
may
Voldemort.
be the usual suspect, shall we
Well,
say?
someone beat the fuck out of my ogre too, so
Oh yeah. I feel like I
Yeah.
know who that might have been.
watch out through his teeth, bastard.
I think Bastard.
Now whenever he talks to me, he has a whistle. Sheesh.
Yeah, bastard is the right word. Look,
Shisha, shisha, hiya, hiya.
how'd you feel about 250?
Brr.
Since you can't give us the 300 and change, the 250, and then we'll have the potion. Or the
Make a
oil.
persuasion check.
I'm gonna scroll all the way back up to the top of my sheet because my inventory
Too much shit.
my inventory is several pages long.
Let's roll that stat that I never use.
Ah yes, that +2.
Still better than Tala.
This is
I
true.
mean, I do have plenty of gems, but I just didn't want to have to give him another.
Well, he's not going to accept my offer, so
You guys have been really good in regards to business. I don't want to squander this relationship, but I've been royally fucked. That's why I'm trying to. I could take those gems, I could prepare them into things for myself, or I can prepare them for other people and make things easy for myself, get a bigger reward out of them.
Take the store credit. We have a boat to catch.
I'm gonna be honest, if it was any other day, I would probably just take it for the 2 gems, but I'm skint.
I'll leave it up to you, Buckley.
Am I there?
You're there.
Yeah, you came with us.
Just pulls out 700 gold and just like, I get this one. And he'll be sinking stuff.
I say we take the store credit because we know who he is and he knows what we can do.
See, he is a smart fella.
I also know you can make fucking bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, so I'll mark you guys down for the store credit.
300 gold.
Okay. And you'll just be taking the healing potions then.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 4 normal, 2 greater, and 1 superior. Now, I'm not going to be able to make more of those for a while because my supply of medicines that I use for those may or may not have also been utterly fucked. Like, burnt.
Great.
How
Yeah.
long would it take to, how much would you need to get more supplies in?
It's gonna take a while. It's not the easiest thing to, get.
You know what? We do know somebody who might help you out. I'll talk to him. Won't be for a while though.
That's fair.
You do? Right.
Who?
Doing the whole Broadway thing.
Yes, we did. The bastard extraordinaire who's a hunter who knows all about nature and everything.
And has actually done quite well in regards to
Yeah,
collecting.
that's true.
As I look in confusion
Potion
out of
rotate.
my window.
Oh yeah, herbalist stuff. I've got stuff for painkillers, insomnia.
Insomnia, I could do with some of that stuff, God.
Make a chemical stuff.
Are you talking about Blue or Del?
So I have a scared doggo underneath my desk.
Aww.
It was thunderstorming.
Aww, poor
Thunder?
baby.
Yeah. So she's cowering under the desk.
Aww.
It is not yet raining here.
Probably will be
I assume.
at some point. But anyway. So we take our potions and we go.
Okay.
And I've already marked
We
down,
go.
down 2 diamonds.
Right,
Okay, you
so
were down
Well,
not
two
two gems.
okay, let's
Yeah,
just
2 gems.
let's distribute them now before we forget.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take
okay,
it.
so we,
I'm gonna take at least one standard.
Okay.
I'll take 1 greater.
Who else wants potions?
If they go in.
Me and
How
Alistair
many
will, but
do
you
we
have
have
the
left?
ship.
Sorry.
You know, I think I'm good on potions. I apparently have a regular and a superior.
Well,
I have none.
Gay gave Grunt some.
Grunt should
Give-
have
give.
some just in case.
Okay, what are you giving me?
The other greater and the superior.
Yeah. If Grunt
Okay.
ever needs to take her superior one, we know that we're in the deep cack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it means I just caught her before she raged.
Cool.
And then there's 3 regular healing potions. Then
Put them in the bag holding.
By the way, just a quick reminder, Grunt still has the mysterious set of keys.
yeah, everybody does.
Yeah, we ended up not needing them.
Like we thought we would.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hold on to them at least.
Okay, so to Alistair and Grunt. You make your way down to the dock. Salt sea air is refreshing. You don't really get it because it's about maybe 30 minutes inland. It's like not as strong. Once you get towards the actual bay itself, and there's no buildings, there's no like blockage for the actual wind and the coastal air, you can get that very strong salt sea smell. It's warmer. It's starting to cool down now in the evening. It's usually quite warm, and the docks are active as they always are. And it doesn't take long before you see there are a few ships in dock. Some are small, some are extraordinarily large. Like there's a massive galleon currently in dock. But after a while, you do spot Merrock, and he seems to be talking to a captain near a very a reasonably large sailing ship.
Looks like I'm out, Grunt.
As you and Grunt walk over, you do see that the ship's. He seems to be speaking to the ship's captain, this very sun-kissed, skinned half-orc individual with a bandana around the top of the head. Seems to be unshaven. Or sorry, excuse me. They seem to be shaven on the head with a just this very tiny goatee that goes down like maybe 3 braids down the front. The clothes are this kind of like bright red with a yellow underlay and these very baggy brown pants. Cutlass to the side, and is speaking to Merrick about it. So you want me to try and get these people towards Raven for how much again? For the price that I have already previously done for your duties before. Surely that's reasonable again. No. You want me to go to Rawhaven? That's gonna be more. That's gonna be a lot fucking more. I'm not gonna put my fucking ship at risk of getting blown down.
I'll step forward.
Will he do it for a Black Pearl?
Leave the talking to me, Grunts. I speak the lingo. I learnt a bit of sailor.
Grunt sort of blinks, like, yeah, because I was really going to do the talking.
Shut up, Grunt! You don't know what you're saying.
Top of the morning to you, laddie.
My name's Septic Guy.
That there be a mighty fine vassal that you have there.
Vassal!
Merrick is looking at you going, don't ruin this.
Oh, God.
Grunt face palms.
I am Grunt.
So is this the lovely Sheila that's going to be taking us down
You
to
changed
Rawhaven?
accent about 5 times in the last 3 words. And just
I know.
just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm still working at the pricing. So listen, if there's more of a dangerous matter to it, I will give an additional 5,000 for insurance for your ship. However, because that is only, say, for safety matters, once you return, I will take about half back. You're still getting more than your share for less than 4 days' work. I mean, that's enough to feed your crew drunk and stupid and happy for fucking 10 years, let's be real. And the maintenance of your ship will not cost that much for a while. You kept her in good nick. And the orc who's shorter, very stout, almost like stunted growth. He's maybe only about 5'5", but broad and very muscular. Just braiding down, like rubbing down the side of his braid. All right, well, that's gonna be 15 then. Now you're paying me, and I'm gonna take your crew, get them all the way down there, drop them off. I know a beach I'll probably lay in at, and off they go then.
Whispering Grunts.
I didn't hear that. What did you say?
This guy's got
Too well.
a terrible sailor accent.
I just shake my head. It's like Grunt's not big on speaking to begin with, and you just lowered the button. You just made it seem worse.
It's all character building, Dad. It's all character building.
How much do gemstones weigh?
Say again?
How much do gemstones weigh?
Into the gemstone.
Depends on the gemstone. You got a mini bag of holding.
Yeah, because it's the 500.
I remember saying specifically that you had enough just to carry what gems you had.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not
So
too heavy.
divide
The,
the number
the
by the
idea
gems.
generally is that if you put your money in gemstones, they're not as heavy as the gold
Yeah,
would be.
they're small, lightweight, and easily secured compared to their same value in coins.
Yes, you totally
Alright,
did read that.
so
Mhm.
I'll take that. Fine. I'll get my crew ready and we'll take them out this evening there about no, fuck it, we'll take them out in the morning, it'll be easier. Get them out with the sun. So you're gonna be my guy I'm taking along, yeah? Is there just a fucking pair of you?
No, there's a few more. They're grabbing a few provisions when we arrive.
Okay.
They run you through the plan?
Yeah, drop you off, let you have your business, hang tough where we are, and then get you straight back.
It's about the plan. If we need you to, for any reason, leave without us, we'll signal you with lights in the sky.
Okay, so if I see some shit flaring up, I'm out. Got it.
basically.
Right. Well, I'm Captain Rosala, the Wild Crawhawk.
I am Alistair Dartwood, Hunter Extraordinaire. And this is Grunt.
Grunt introduced herself. She
Oh.
her name happens to be Grunt, so she grunts.
Right. So that's a. Alright, that makes fucking sense. Simpleton, right. I'll bring you around and introduce you to my crew once the rest of your folks show up, yeah?
I was
We can dance if we
gonna
want to.
add former
We can
champion
go
of
friends
Diston
behind.
Grunt, but I don't know. Did you want to go with that or no? Oh, okay.
She just shrugs.
I can't
Okay.
wait to meet everybody so I can promptly forget their names.
After
I
a
take my
while, I
time forgetting
imagine.
all of the crew's names.
We can dance if we want to. We can
After a point, the rest of you lot show up.
For the
Yeah,
love
but
of
it's
God,
only
somebody
Bucky's got a
stop
hat.
him singing! He's not stopped since we left!
Have you never been on a boat or something, Buckley?
What?
You never been on a boat before?
Well, you've not left yet.
I'm asking
Yeah.
Buckley if he's ever been on a boat though.
What's about?
Oh boy.
Give you an idea. This is a very large, sailing ship. The crew itself is quite small, but looks like it probably house another 10, 15 people in there comfortably as passengers, along with the crew. And it looks like this crew, roughly about, from a glance, about 10 people.
But yeah, no, I grew up in the north. I know what a rowboat is.
Oh, good. You can row.
Grunt's been on a boat when we had that fishing contest.
Oh yeah.
Where you spent more time in the water
In the water.
Yeah,
with a harpoon in your mouth.
it was hell, actually. That's a javelin.
Same thing.
I just remember that me and Buckley both tried to fish something, and I decided to let go of my rod, and he decided not to, and well, he ended up in the drink. And I laughed.
Good times.
And then we raft and raft.
And then somebody turned into a whale.
We had a whale of a time.
And then started getting hunted because they were a whale.
I know. It turned into a whale in a fishing contest.
Everyone
D&D.
within a mile.
Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway, moving on.
As
Right.
you all arrive in, the crew is assembled up on the actual main deck of the ship. Right, so, for those who don't know yet, welcome to the Jade War. My name is Russell the Crawhawk. This is Tobias Russo. Lagdur da Costa, he's our sailing master. Tobias is our quartermaster. Boatswain is Bert Wright. We got a carpenter and a surgeon here. He's Gregor. George, sorry, excuse me. Master Gunner here is Serenity, and it's a tiefling. This is one of our crewmates, Anne. This is another lad, Leon. Sebastian's our cabin boy. And Timothy is our powder monkey.
Awesome. Right then, Captain Russell Crowe, let's go.
Rosala. My name is Rosala.
That was it.
Why do people call me Russell?
And
And I will show you the list of names because I'm not going to fucking keep.
That's okay. That's why we didn't make a note of them.
I mean, you can put the names in blood and sand just so that they're there.
It would be
I
helpful.
don't know, do any of them look particularly strong?
Oh god.
Someone's going overboard.
somebody's gonna have a
Fuck's
broken arm.
No, just, you know.
From falling
Friendly
off the
fight.
ship.
No, your friendly play is not friendly play by other people's standards. Your friendly
Yeah.
play is making holes in walls.
Yeah, well.
Let's see how much of this room we can redecorate with our face.
It's all fun and games until someone loses an arm. Then it becomes a brawl.
So, do any of them look particularly strong?
And they look strong, but I don't know if it's like strong grunt standards or strong shimmer standards.
I mean, they're sailors. They have to be fairly
Yeah.
strong.
They have to be fair.
Yeah, do any of them look like
I
at
just showed it
Mugmugs
to you
level or
guys.
something?
To be fair, I'm not exactly what one would call weak.
So,
Yeah.
I'll go through them as well. So, Crawhawk is a half orc. Tobias is a human.
Mm-hmm.
Lagdara is a half elf. Bert is a dwarf.
You've
George,
broken the rule, Dash. You've broken the rule.
You've broken a rule.
What?
fuck you. I don't care. I don't even know what it is, and I don't care.
Never
got-
use
Unforgivable.
people's real names.
Don't use people's real names. Unforgivable.
Does Serenity have a cat that she keeps in a box?
No,
Damn it.
no. Serenity is a tiefling, though.
Okay, cool. So she probably ate the cat.
Anne Crawhawk is a young half-orc girl.
Mhm.
George Ivanov is a gnome. Leon, Sebastian, and Timothy are humans. Most of them have sun-kissed skin, and all seem ready to work. So you're all gonna show back up here tomorrow then. Tomorrow morning, sharp, and we'll head out.
All right.
Because I don't like starting to sail at night, that's bad luck. So, hit us off for the evening, come back to me in the morning, and we'll get ready to go.
Okay. All right. Sounds fair. Okay. Let's go gather up anything that we want to take with us.
Few rules before you go, though. Number 1, don't fuck with the cabin cat. It's my cat. We use to deal with rats, and it's fucking important.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I've had people kick that cat, and I've kicked them off my ship. Ignoring the fact they were in the deepest part of the ocean when we did it. Also, you have to provide the tithe for the king, so you lot fuck that out whenever we get out of the bay.
I put the 2 chests on. Off. Take the 2 chests from
Perfect, thank
Gron.
you.
Is that what tide is?
Tithe.
You got a lisp. Tide at sea.
Tithe, you little fucker.
Tithe.
Why is it called the king?
Because you pay the Sea King. You do, or he sends something after you, or he comes himself.
Is it a Pokemon?
What is this Pokemon you speak of?
Oh. Oh. I mean, we all saw that one, Blue, but we were all, grown up enough to let that one go.
I am not an adult!
Tomorrow falls over.
Oh. That one had a lasting effect, that one did.
Oh, you heard her, Shimmer. She's not an adult. We'll have to baby her more.
Thank you.
The cycle is restored.
Circle of
Somebody
Fire.
needs to eat.
Give you an idea, the seas are ruled by the Sea King. It's essentially may or may not be worshipped by a god in some places, may or may not be one of the most terrifying and large creatures, and if I recall correctly, its fucking tail caused damn near a tidal wave to wash over the docks of the city during the big old Midsummer's Festival thing. You know,
So that's what that was.
you remember that tail that was bigger than that, fucking, and he just points out at the actual exit to the bay?
Remember the eclipse?
And that was basically the eclipse, but at the sea.
Sea clips. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's one that you just pay.
All I'm
Easy.
learning from this is that really we should stay on land whenever possible.
Don't blame you
I
for
second
that. Don't blame me for that, but some of us have a love for the sea. That's why we make sure if people are sending us, or that we're doing duties for them, they pay the tithe. Because that's how you stay afloat.
Cool. So
Both
easy to remember rules.
economically and ship-wise.
Don't kick the cat. Pay the tithe.
And don't bleed in the water. You'd be
I'm
surprised
not
how many
bleeding.
people... You'd be surprised how many people think, oh, I had a cut. I'll just go wash my hands and then chuck that water in the sea. No, keep that stuff on board till you get in the bay, then dump it. You
Right.
don't like attracting things that like the smell of blood.
Okay. We'll keep that
Noted.
in mind.
Oh, and if it goes to a full moon, I will literally just stick it. Go into a bay, and I won't be going anywhere. Don't sail during the full moon, and I won't sail on a moonless night either. So
Okay, well, we can't really control the full moon.
I'm just letting you know, so you don't bitch and
Yeah,
moan.
check
You
my
will
calendar
know it's
for
getting
the
close to
full
a full moon. Yes, that calendar that everyone has in the D&D verse.
I've got mine.
Strip one somewhere.
Got mine from the Card Factory. It's a Violent Veg edition. There's a picture here of a
It's almost
potato in
time
a
for
boat saying that
Christmas.
there's an angry leak inside the boat, and there's a leak.
Give you an idea, you're currently at the Midsummer. You're basically you're like a week or so past from the Midsummer Festival. Actually, go again, probably about a week and a half, nearly. And
Uh,
you're currently at a half moon.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna say
fine.
we've currently got Forge the Main Cleric, Conic Sorcerer, Ninja, Barbarian, and me. It's gonna be between me or Grunt who's gonna know roughly when the moon's coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna be you, Alistair.
Yeah.
Also, because
Oh,
last
do you know?
night,
Okay.
or because last night, any of you would have just looked up and gone, "Ah, it's nearly a half moon. How about that?"
Ah, it's overcast.
Ah,
As
you're
we say in
fucked.
England.
Oh,
Well,
wow,
this is
gonna
not
rain.
This is not England, you fuck. It doesn't have as many dreary bosses as you lot.
Oh, that's a
Because then I'd have to roleplay like you.
If only you could for 4 hours straight.
I wouldn't need you then, and that would be great.
I live this.
So, well
We go
then,
take a nap. For
I'm
8
gonna go
hours.
to sleep. There's a difference.
there's a difference
take a
between
nap.
napping.
For
Sleep.
8 hours.
Sleep is what you were referring to.
I'm gonna take a 10-minute nap. 6 hours later.
That's what I mean.
Life is pain.
What edition is it?
7th!
Ah.
Back in my edition.
Says the
I
young
do.
people.
I go to sleep in the swamp.
We're not all old enough to play first edition core.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I feel like I'm getting called out.
shots fired.
I don't even remember how old Nemo is.
Easy
Well,
mystery.
there's all,
Oh,
there's
poor
all my
AJ.
tongue and lower than my teeth.
I just realized something. I looked into the Twitch chat, and AJ missed what happened in the attic.
Oh, goody! I can talk about that tomorrow.
Yes, you can do. Lovely.
So, to update you.
Hey, so
Go-
everybody's going for a sleepy sleep, I'm guessing.
hmm
Are we about to wrap up or take a break or anything?
I was gonna wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here.
Because while I do have names and everything down, I can actually prepare a few battle maps for the quote-unquote battle maps, quote-unquote adventure maps for Rothaven.
Oh.
Okay.
Also for the ship, because
Oh,
I'm gonna-
when we're done with this, it's gonna be Flamehaven.
I'm gonna look through all of my ranger stuff about being encounters in the wild and stuff.
which you have no favorite terrain at Ocean with, motherfucker, or
There is no
coastal
favorite
region.
There's
terrain
no favourite
anymore.
terrain in
Yeah, it's
Revised
just-
Ranger.
Natural
You're
Explorer,
just a natural explorer in all terrains.
which I don't like, but
So
Well
you're a
done. Well done. If you were an amphibious creature, the sea would be perfect for you. But you're not. Now, when you're on the coast,
when
Awesome.
engaged in other activities such as travelling, I can forage and still remain alert to danger. I'm gonna go fishing like making tsunami. I'm gonna go in there with a freaking spear.
when you're on land,
Does
I'm
it
saying
say
that
it's
right-
on land?
I'm saying it right now. When you're on land, you've had no experience at sea.
That's not
You
true.
That's
We
not
saw
true.
The dragon turtle get wrecked. That
You
was an
watched the
experience.
kaiju battle. Well done.
That was
No,
an experience.
That's not true. We sailed from another continent to this continent.
Ah.
That's a
You
consider-
did not sail. You were passengers.
That's sailing.
We're being passengers now.
Well, you're still doing fuck all then.
All right.
Hey,
It's time to
Look,
end
look,
for
don't get
the
your
night.
blood going,
Go to
alright?
sleep. None of you wake up because you're all dead.
Goodbye,
Time
goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's time
To
to go
On cheek,
with Blue
duck,
the bear.
and finger death you all.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye,
stop at
everybody.
game tea.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah,
Good night,
Yeah, one day,
everybody.
didn't you?
Oh, good.
Uh,